You know, I'm of the mindset that people always want to do the right thing. Whether it be financial decisions or health decisions, making the job site safer. And if you landed on this video, I will assume that you want to have a safer, cleaner job site for you and your employees. I'm going to tell you all about it right after this message from our sponsor, VCG Construction. You want to help out with the channel? Then head on over to the merch store. You can get hats, hoodies, t-shirts. Link will be in the description below. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Vince, and if this is your first time here, welcome to you especially. Back in January, I traveled all the way to Las Vegas to witness a tremendous demonstration. And the reason it was tremendous, in my opinion, was because Diablo Tools had a solution for a problem that always seemed to be very expensive. It came with a higher cost, and a lot of times that higher cost kept a lot of tradespeople from adopting it. And the amazing part was their solution seemed so simple. They literally found an inexpensive way to remove particulate or dust, silica dust, from the air, like 97 or 8% of it, when drilling in masonry, concrete, brick, by simply adding something very simple to a masonry bed. The other amazing part was it didn't have the flaws of the competitors' solutions. It was stronger, it was better, it removed more particulate. It was mind-blowing, pretty much. You know, I'm so excited using descriptive words. I know you want to see a demonstration, and I'm gonna show you where the rubber meets the road, but I want to give you 100% of the information. This way you know what you're watching, and literally why I'm excited about Diablo's amped rebar demon. With its 4-cutter full carbide head and dust extraction system, will save users up to 66% in labor and $200 per SDS-MAX bit and $75 per SDS-PLUS bit. Right there, they're telling you that they're removing that barrier to being compliant or cleaner on the job site. The patented system extracts up to 97% of dust particles created for fast, clean holes that are ready for anchoring and epoxy. You're going to be saving labor because getting holes ready for anchoring and epoxy requires a multiple-step process. Like we saw at World of Concrete, you're going to drill your hole and then you have to blow, brush, blow, just to remove the particulate that's left in the hole to prepare it for epoxy or the anchor. So you're removing those steps, pretty much allowing you to complete the task quicker. Diablo Tool's snap lock adapter fits all drill bit sizes and allows quick exchange of drill bit sizes to the vacuum for maximum dust extraction. So you're removing all of those labor-intensive steps that might seem really like minuscule, but over time of drilling numerous holes, that labor adds up. In addition to the bits themselves being less expensive, all of the costs that go along with anchoring get reduced as well through labor savings. The amped rebar demon is up to 3 times faster than standard concrete drill bits. And the reason that would be is because you're extracting that dust as you're drilling the hole. That means that you have a clear path. That head is making contact with fresh concrete that needs to be drilled each and every time you're running it. Drill to fill. The amped rebar demon eliminates the need to replace drill bits or switch to a rebar cutter. The amped rebar demon offers up to 7 times longer life than the standard 2-cutter drill bits. I mean, it all sounds great, but is any of it true? We're gonna start with something a little bit smaller. This is the 1/2 inch, and this is the best part. Like, this isn't just for huge drill bits. In the past, because of the way some of the competitors' bits were made, hollow, you couldn't necessarily use the smallest of bits. There wasn't a way to have that bit be hollow without it literally shattering or snapping. This system is not hollow. You have the full strength of the Diablo's amped rebar demon, but the extraction system is on the exterior, which makes it just as tough, maybe even cleaner. We have our bit. We have our SDS-PLUS snap lock adapter. This will allow us to connect to the vacuum cleaner. And the good part is that, let's just say your bit eventually wears out or breaks. That doesn't mean that you're going to need to buy a whole new snap lock adapter. So you can see we have a little arrow here. And we're going to place our drill bit in the hole. Now, I'm sure if I pressed hard enough, maybe it would just snap into place. But what I'm going to do here to ease installation is I'm going to push down like the arrow says. Boom. And our drill bit snapped right in place. Seems pretty simple. Let's get a vacuum cleaner attached to this thing. Now that our bit's in our snap lock connector, we're going to connect our vacuum cleaner. And we're going to install everything right into our SDS-PLUS rotary hammer. Let's turn the vacuum cleaner on and take a gander at how much dust or particulate does not become airborne. And we saw how quickly I was cutting through. This is 5,000 PSI concrete. Normally, in testing, we want to see how quickly we can blow through this block. And by all means, this combination right here, do it no problem. But I stopped short because I want to see how much particulate is actually in that hole. Do we have a squeeze ball? Diablo claims 97% extraction of particulate in that hole. Let's see. There's a minimal amount of dust in that hole. And you can see, if you look in here closely, the aggregate is clearly visible. And that means that this hole is very, very clean. I love being able to get more done in a short amount of time, but here's the thing that really impresses me. The amount of airborne silica dust that has been reduced. I'm also impressed with this SDS-MAX 1-inch bit. Let's test that next. We got the big boy on the job. All right, process is pretty much going to be the same, I will assume. You can see in here, this is the system that holds the bit in place. There's 3 ball bearings that release and engage when you press this collar down. The difference between Diablo and some of the other carbide cutter heads on the market, this full cutter head is carbide. It makes it stronger and able to cut through rebar. Now that we're fully assembled, once again, we're going to attach our vacuum cleaner and we're going to attach our rotary hammer. Safety first. So there's a couple things I want everyone to notice. Number one, you can see surrounding the hole how clean this is. Number two, I drilled a more shallow hole this time so you can see more of the aggregate inside the hole and how clean that is. So come on in here, take a look. This hole's so clean, not only can you see the aggregate, you could pretty much see the 4 cutter heads etched into the hole itself at the bottom. It's amazing how clean this hole is, and it's ready for a fastener. You're gonna throw some epoxy in that hole, you're gonna set your anchor, whatever it may be, or a piece of rebar. It's just going to speed the process up significantly. This is a game changer, and if you like finding out about game changers, then smash the like button. It's free for you to do, doesn't cost you a dime, plus you'll get 7 years of good luck. Leave it down below. Will you make the conscious choice to be safer on the job now that you have all the information that you need to do so? We want to know. Leave it all below. With that, I want to say I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thanks a lot, everybody. I hope to see you all on the next one.